Hey, friends, and welcome back to Vibes and Delights. I'm Frenny, aka Friend the Human.
And I'm Slappa.
All right, y'all. Last week I was in office, so I wasn't recording. We didn't do an episode last week, so now we're back and we're here to read a couple more stories. Oh, man. So I want to hear from you guys. Join the Discord. We did it early this time. Join the Discord, but anyway. We're gonna start early and just be like, how y'all out there? Tell us in the live react because Texas got hit with a bit of winter and Elsa need to sit the fuck down. I'm just saying.
Like the whole America got hit. I saw Seattle and Portland iced over.
Man, Elsa fucked us all up. Like Mr. Miser said. Like the friend, oh man, what's like not the heat miser? What's his name?
I think it's the ice miser or the cold miser.
I don't. All I know is it's too damn cold. But anyway, all right, guys. I saw this week just a plethora of people just blowing their lives up. I can't even believe how badly people are blowing their lives up right now. I just I saw I want something. Okay. I want to start with this is what I think sparked all of this. Okay. So I saw a video about a oh goodness, what was I about to say? I saw I saw a video of someone saying that you shouldn't be asking for the orange peel theory. You know what the orange peel theory is, yum yum.
Yeah, it's if your partner asks you to peel orange, if they like will, that means they like actually like you. If they're like, what do you mean? You could do it yourself, then they probably don't like you.
Right. And then like somebody was like condemning people for for doing that to their partners. And I'm just like, to an extent, I understand, okay? Because some people out there really think they in the bee's knees kind of relationships. And the truth be told is that they'd be better off on their own. You know what I mean? I would like to hear your thoughts in the Discord on what do you think about that? Because as far as I understand, like it's like I get not wanting to like test your partner. You shouldn't be testing your partner, right? But at the same time, if I feel like if you find yourself being like, I wish I had a relationship like that, or oh my gosh, this sounds exactly like my marriage, and you decide to test the waters, I feel like that's within that. I feel like that's okay. What do you think, honey?
It's like the do you look at the phone or not? You know what I mean? Um, if you have, I feel like if you have the feeling that you need to look at the phone or do a little test, you probably should just to find out and then try to understand why you felt that way.
I just feel like maybe if you're already questioning that, you're probably like 1 foot out the door, 1 foot in front of the other. I'm just saying, and soon you'll be walking out the door. So I just kind of feel like if you are in that kind of position, then I would not be surprised if you were testing the waters a little bit to see if you're even in a relationship that's worth it, right? But and directly after that, though, I started seeing the wildest TikTok stories. So I meant to read this yesterday, but yesterday was okay. But my body yada yada was so tired. So Slappa, he was just like, get in bed and do it now, he said. So I did. And then let me see here, but I do know that this is removed, but I do know that the bot mod did keep it. Okay, yeah, here it is. All right, so listen y'all, so this episode is going to be about people just straight up blowing up their lives, and we don't know why. We don't know what's possessed them I'd say there's like like a let's just jump in. I see this one is called I think my 26 male girlfriend 26 female left me without a warning. So I think my girlfriend just left me without a warning. Anytime I hear somebody say that they think it's without warning, there was hella signs. It was hella signs.
Oh my God. There's some like big TikToker right now who put a video out. People are asking, "Where's your girlfriend been?" And he was like, "Oh, we broke up because we kept having the same fight about the same thing every week." And I was like, "What was that fight about, sir?" I have a feeling. I have a feeling it was something you just kept doing.
What? Right. Right. Maybe he didn't answer the phone or something. But no, like for real, if y'all are having the same fight over and over again, like something's got to change. Like in Adventure Time, right? Like even Marceline and the like Vampire King, right? They were like, Marceline, why do you want to do this fight over and over and over again? And she was like, I don't know which way to go. The other way is unknown. I don't know. And he was like, but you've been around long enough to know that it doesn't change. So make the choice, make a change. You know what I'm saying? If you're having the same fight over and over and over again, you have to make a change. Otherwise, you'll be stuck, right? All right. And then this says, okay, my girlfriend left without warning. We've been together for almost 11 years. Big ass red flag because because Slappa and I have been married for we've been together for almost 11 years, or is it almost 12 years now? 11.
11.
We've been together for 11 years and married for almost 9. You know what I'm saying? And 11 years, and then all right. Anyway, so, and that's just your girlfriend too. All right. So, we've been together for 11 years. We had our problems, but it always worked out. Some months ago, we had a huge fight about me never wanting to have intimacy. And I ended up yelling to her that she was boring. Not a. I don't know why she left me.
I just told her to fuck off. I don't want to be with you anymore. And then she left. What the fuck, bro?
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. We continue. Shit. Some months ago, we had a huge fight, and I told her that she was boring and not attractive, and I didn't want to be with her. We had other fights about stuff she wasn't able to let go. But what else? What else? But then she just went to sleep with me. We talked the next day and she was fine. She stopped fighting with me about stupid stuff and we were awesome. I've never been so happy with my relationship. She kept working and cleaning the house, and I thought she finally understood that I needed some time alone. And so she started letting me play video games without complaining and going out more with friends or to classes without me. I really thought we were doing better. This guy cannot be for real.
She stopped doing anything with me. So it was great.
Yeah, that dumb bitch. Like for real. Like, I'm just like, anyway, but yesterday I came home to find it empty of her stuff. She took everything, even her car.
Even her car? How could she take the car that she owns? Oh my God.
That girl was checked out, bro. She was mad gone. Even her car, and left me a note saying she was over me, that I could keep the money I owed her. He owed her money too. Why?
That might be one of the little things she couldn't let go. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, you are probably so right. You are probably 1,000,000% right. What? Oh my gosh. And I could keep the money I owed her, and for as a payment for she wasting my life and time, and that she's going to her mom's. Also, I feel like that's worded super weirdly. I think he's lying. I think he's lying. I think that she said he could keep the money he owed her for wasting her time and life.
I bet she was really just like, I've wasted enough of my life. I don't care about the money you owe me anymore.
Yeah, but I definitely don't think that she said, I'm sorry for wasting your time, because that's definitely what he's writing. Right.
Yeah, that's his version.
That's a version.
That's the little stuff she wasn't able to let go. It was so cool when she ignored me and stopped interacting with me day to day. It was the best relationship ever. I just played my video games and didn't have to deal with her bitching about money I owed her.
Man, I am so shook. I don't know what to do. I'm planning on going to see her to talk so she can come home with me. I need advice. What can I tell her? This shit is deleted. It was deleted and it was only up for a day. First comment is she's working and cleaning the house in preparation for leaving. Him, oh yeah, everything's perfect now. Oh wait. Top comment. It says the devil is in the comments. She knows I say mean things that I don't mean when I'm mad. There's an edit though, and because he deleted it, I guess he deleted it before the mod bot had like a chance. Damn, man, hold on. That's not even fair. Dang, yeah, this one's like gone. Oh well. All right. What do you have to say about that, honey?
That dude's a fucking idiot. I'm trying to like look at this account of his and look through the comments to see if I can find anything else out, but he hasn't done anything since that post. I think the comment section wasn't going how he expected.
I'm like concerned, like what did he think was going to happen? Because we were like one line. It was like one sentence, and he was like, I told her she was boring and she wasn't attractive. And in one of those edits, he does say, I don't actually think she's unattractive. I just said it because I was mad. And that makes it better.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't really come out of your mouth when you're mad.
No. We don't speak in anger and say things that we regret. No regrets. No regrets.
What kind of advice was he expecting from people? Like, she already moved everything out. Like, did he think someone on the internet was going to give him the magic words to say to get her to move all her shit back in with you? Like, she's gone. Like, stop. That's the only advice I would give you. Move on with your life, because she already did.
You know what's like even crazier to me is that like, oh my God, my brain is just on fire. My brain is on fire. But I was gonna say like, I lost it. I don't know. I'm just really hurt though, like for this woman, like 11 years. What did it, you know what? Oh, I remember. Okay. I remember. You know what fucks me up though is he posted that like first thing in the morning. Who's up first thing in the morning? Huh?
Old people?
No, you know who's up on Reddit first thing in the morning are the fucking incels that were awake from last night. So the only people who were like, I bet you he normally sees people on Reddit at about that time of day, and they're mostly incels, and they mostly have really fucking jaded views about women. I bet you he thought that he was going to catch the ones that were like, ho, 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 fuck women. You know what I'm saying? But no, he instead caught the people was like, bro, what the fuck? You had a woman, you were doing the bare minimum, and you lost her so you can play WoW unmitigated?
I don't know, dude. Sounds like a good idea.
Well, I guess he caught the wrong ones because that shit was deleted anyway. But I just saw I just saw people just blowing up their own lives. I saw that post about how we shouldn't be testing people because you don't want to blow up your own lives. I saw people just straight up blowing up their lives. And then Slappa sent me this one, and I have mixed feelings about it. And he told me we are not allowed to talk about it anymore. And I'm really excited to talk about the story. So let's get into Slapper's choice because we had so much to say, and I want to hear what y'all have to say. Go on.
Am I the asshole for cutting my friend off for sleeping with my friend with benefits?
Have you
I
ever had a friend with benefits, dear?
um I'd say not like officially, but like we weren't dating, but we were together. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
No. I will. Well, I myself had like 3 or 4 in rotation at any given time at one point. You know what I'm saying? So when when I caught feelings, we weren't there no more. You know what I'm saying? I moved on, or I cut your ass loose. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm really interested to see how this is going to pan out because I don't know all the details. Go ahead, baby. I'm excited.
I found a friend with benefits on Tinder and we slept together consistently for almost a month. The S was incredible and I liked his company a lot. I didn't see it becoming a relationship because he constantly talked to other women, but I had a lot of fun with him. We were watching movies in my living room when my friend slash roommate came out of her room. She said hi to us both and left. From that point on, he started begging me to introduce them, calling her hot, etc., etc. I told him no, one, because gross, and two, because I didn't think she was the kind of person to get with someone her friend had slept with. I genuinely thought so at the time. She came back and pointed out that she loved what we were watching. I asked her if she wanted to join. Big mistake. It ended in them blatantly flirting right in front of me for the entirety of the movie to the point of exchanging numbers. Eventually, I pulled her aside and told her we were friends with benefits. She looked shocked and asked questions like how we met, how long we knew each other, if he was good in bed. At the time, I thought it was just her because she always asked inappropriate questions like those and were very open with each other. I answered honestly that it was the best I'd ever had, which, as you can see by the title, I now regret.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like, you don't have a hold on them. You know what I'm saying? And also, you cannot be with no hoe. You can't be in a buddy and be a hoe like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was exclusively with a few different people. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just out there smashing anybody. You know what I'm saying? You have to have an established relationship. I'm sorry. That's on wild. And I wonder how often they got checked. You have to be safe when you out there palling around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And then I don't know if you knew your friend had some reserves, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I've been in that situation where someone asked me not to have relations with someone that they were friendly with, but it was weird to me because they she was in a committed relationship with a man for years. She knew she did not want to marry and thought he was like a backup. You know what I'm saying? And I get it and everything, but also it was really annoying because why do I have to wait for you? But whatever.
Yeah, she was definitely catching some feelings. It's only been not even they were together for almost a month. So it's not even a whole month and she's already catching feelings for
Right. Like she does not need to be in this situation.
It's like she's catching feelings, but she's also worried that I don't know. There's so much going on here. He said she's hot. Let me get her number and shit like that already. You know his intentions. And I don't know. I wouldn't be saying all that to her. I would not incentivize. You know what I mean? She left the apartment again, and he started telling me that he could tell she liked him and blah, blah, blah. A few hours passed, and I noticed he was texting someone and smiling hard. I asked who, thinking it was one of his other women, and he said it was her. He said he was trying to hang out and get to know her. I was hurt that she would even entertain him after I told her we'd been together. I called her and told her how uncomfortable I felt with the whole thing, and she apologized, saying she didn't mean to hurt me. She asked if I had feelings for him, and I said I didn't, but I also didn't want to share a pee-pee. She said she totally understood and thought that was that. I went to visit my family for the I went to visit my family for Labor Day weekend, and when I came back, the worst feeling came over me. I knew something was wrong. I didn't even want to enter the apartment. I slowly entered, and I swore I heard his voice, but convinced myself I was still being paranoid. Still, I stayed outside, and then I saw her door slowly open, and they both came out of her room. I'll never forget the look of their faces when they saw me. I pretty much lost my mind. The rest of that day is a blur. My God. I told her I never wanted to see her again and promptly packed everything up and moved in with my parents. She's blocked everywhere. I told everyone we knew, and 90% of them are on my side, but one person says I shouldn't drop her over a guy I wasn't with. Yes, I wasn't with him, but she did all this in secret. She knew very well I wouldn't like it, but thought getting D was more important than my feelings. I can't fathom talking to her again. Was I wrong? Edit. I'm not upset with him at all. I don't care if he lives or dies. I'm only upset with her because she actually had loyal to me and he didn't.
And you're a liar because you can still be mad at someone even if they have no like true value in your life. Someone wronged you, you asked them not to, and they did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Do I think that you were right to ask them? No. Do I think that you might have had feelings in the game? You should be fucking honest with yourself. Yes, but you cannot be mad at her and not be mad at him. It takes two to tango, baby. Like, that's not even fair. I told Slappa a story that like first Slappa said, what did you say, honey? You said that there's for guys, there's a lot of them that have like a certain whatever the fuck.
When I told you about this, you were talking about how like something about catching feelings, and it made me think of this trend that I've been seeing where people are talking about men and their first love. This idea that men never actually get over their first love. Like men are always stuck remembering and trying to like find that feeling of their first love again or something.
And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Hello, madam. Then what you come up for me for? Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. But that just made me think of like what we were talking about whenever we were like, I was like, that makes a lot of sense because we used to be friends with this dude who went way off the deep end, but he said that I was his white rhino and he never told me that. And he sure did not make me feel like that. Not only did my dad make me break up with him because technically I was 1 year older than him, and my dad did not like that, but he also was like really mean to me sometimes. He was like, hey, ever since you graduated, you've been gaining a lot of weight. And I was like, yeah, I'm not starving myself anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating when I want to. I'm eating when I want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a whale though. But anyway, he was like, well, I mean, you should probably lose a few pounds. Otherwise, I would not be interested in this anymore. And I was like, well, no, ma'am. And well, that's pretty interesting. because if you're saying I'm your white rhino, why'd you say all those things to me?
Yeah, and that's like part of the theory is like the dudes who are stuck on their first love or first girlfriend or whatever. It's dudes who fucked up and were like shitty. And so they're like playing over in their head all the things they did wrong, and I could still be with her if I didn't do this and that and that. And so they're like trying to do the right thing with every other girl they're with next, but they're still stuck on their first one, so it fucks it all up.
Oh my gosh, you know what I just thought about? Remember that story I read over the weekend, and it was like this dude thought his wife was cheating, the racist dad story. Remember? It turns out that he cheated on his wife with his ex because he wanted an ego boost. He just was like, I think he said that she was the one that got away, or she was the one who broke up with him, and it hurt him, it broke his heart, and he did it as an ego boost. And I was like, child, what? And then I was thinking about like my own experiences with buddies, and I'm just like, I don't know, man, like you have to do a little better than that. Why'd they wait till the very last day to fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna be a good buddy, fucking learn the schedule better. That's why I was like, this dude is sloppy. Like, is this what having fuck buddies is like now? Because this motherfucker was sloppy.
I mean, from what it sounds like to me, this was just a literal fuck boy, right? Like that wasn't a friends with benefit for him. That was just a chick who was down. You know what I mean? So he just hit her up and she would let him come over. But like she was like catching feelings and he didn't give a like shit at all. Like he straight up flirted with her roommate in front of her. He doesn't care about you. He's just trying to smash.
And you know what's worse is I bet you it's even less than like what she thinks. Like she thinks they're in some sort of arrangement. And if I feel like if you're friends with benefits, like there has to be a relationship, there has like a friendship relationship, not like a relationship, but there also has to be like respect. And there also has to be like rules. And like you can't just like be smashing willy nilly, dicks ablazing in the wind. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just feel like maybe they didn't work out a lot of stuff before they started smashing. You know what I'm saying? I understand it was like a Tinder date, and I understand that Tinder is basically just that. But I'm just also like, you have to be safe with your own body, you know. But I was gonna say, like, I remember one time I was in like one of my friends, I didn't realize until it was much too late. And then I was just an asshole early 20-year-old and I didn't care. One of my friends had a girlfriend and I was not aware of. But when I became aware, I was very respectful. I didn't just fucking do this, like just being loud and reckless. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's really fucked up of me. But I'm just saying, like, I was respectful of his time and his relationship, even though that was really fucked up of me. You know what I'm saying? And I know that. But also on the flip side, I caught feelings for somebody that I was smashing, my friend, or he's not my friend anymore. But I asked him, I caught myself. I was like, "Ooh, you doing a lot. We need to talk." And I was like, I found myself wondering what kind of food you wanted to eat on my way here. Like that's not normal for me. Um, do you like usually we would smash and then go eat something, right? But I was thinking about bringing him food and making him feel comfortable and shit. And I was like, "Hey, can we talk? Do you want to go out sometime?" And he was like, um, "I'm not really feeling like that right now." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me just take a break. I think I'm good right now. I'm gonna stop hitting you up for a while until I can figure this out. Or, maybe I just kind of want to date. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? Cool beans. Like, hope we're still friends. It was good while it lasted. It was great. It was a great time. And then like fucking dipped out. And then apparently that person asked about me for years after I had said enough. Like, but I said I was catching feelings I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to call it off. You know what I'm saying? She should have done that within the first couple weeks. I don't even think she even really had true feelings. You know what I'm saying? I think she was just upset that her slam piece got fucking taken from her. But even still, again, there's respectability in a friends with benefits. And I just don't think that's what that was. And I also am just like, if you are out there and you do want to be, oh, friends with benefits with somebody, I think that you need to really sit down, set those boundaries before you play. Yeah. Even if you're on fucking Tinder, have rules, please. If you're just there to fuck, have fucking rules. And if you are actually looking for a relationship, don't be with no fuck buddy. That dude, I know he got something, bro. And if he doesn't, he will soon because that's crazy. He met her roommate and then was smashing her by the holiday weekend.
Yeah, like if it's a friends with benefits, there's got to be the friend part, right? Uh, and like hitting on her right in front of her, hitting her number, and then she's told him, "What are you doing? Like, don't do that. It's my roommate." And he's
Right.
like, "Whatever. I'm still going to do what I want." Like, that's not your friend. It's just a guy from Tinder.
Right. Like he's not even respecting your roommate, but then at the same time, your roommate's not respecting you either. That's what I was saying, like about like that person who wasn't in a relationship, whether or not you would like understand me or agree with me. I don't even agree with me. You know what I'm saying? I was still respectful of his placement, his time, and his like relationship. I was quiet, you know what I'm saying? And I know that's fucked up, but you can't be disrespecting your friends like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm still friends with that dude. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he's doing well out there, but god damn, you have to be friends. That's disrespectful. And anyway,
Even if you have a friends with benefits, you don't get to be like, "Hey, you can't fuck them. Hey, don't fuck my friends with benefits." Like, it's just your friends with benefits. Like, friends sleep around in friend groups all the time. And this is just some random person who you haven't even known for a month. So, what are you expecting to have any say over here?
I think that's honestly excellent. I think it's everybody sucks here as well. Because I also kind of wonder how old these people are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Has to be because she just moved
I,
back in with her folks. Like,
there are a lot of old people doing this type shit on Reddit too, though. Like, people never stop being these people. I don't think. Like, if these people are young, 10 years from now, they're probably still going to be doing the same type shit.
but also like what she's saying, what is she saying? I don't care if he lives or dies. She's blocked everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't drop her over a guy. Like, that's not some shit some old head would say. That's somebody new or someone who's maybe just a little younger than us. I honestly believe they're much younger than us, though.
I hope so, because if these are 40-year-olds, god damn, that's awful.
Man, I mean, like it can't be any worse than, oh my gosh. Okay, have you seen that lady whose like husband still comes after 20 years? They haven't been divorced. They've been divorced. He's remarried and he's still coming over for the food.
That blew my mind. Like, everyone, all the ex-wife, the current wife, and the husband. What are any of y'all doing here? All of y'all are letting this happen. Not one of you in this love triangle has been like, "Why is this happening?" Nah, cut it out. Neither wife, the ex-wife, wasn't like, "No, I'm not gonna cook you dinner for 20 years. Fuck off."
Right.
The current wife's not like, "No, you can't go have dinner with your wife every week or your ex-wife every week." What the fuck?
I would love to know what the fuck he's saying to both these women. You know what I'm saying? What is he saying to his grandkids, his daughter? his, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you here? And was it some sort of manipulation? I want to know. Maybe he was like, I'll keep paying for these kids, even though they're probably his kids. I'll keep paying for these kids if you keep fucking me. You know what I'm saying? Or I will keep doing this, that, and the third, but you have to cook me dinner every day. You know what I'm saying? And the ex, why are you letting that or the new woman, like, I'm almost certain that he married the girl he was caught cheating with, right? And then just kept cheating and being wild and everything else. I really think, like, they just don't give a fuck about each other, and the wife is probably like, whatever, he sleep here every night, I don't give a shit, I'm the one he chose. And she's probably standing 10 toes down about that. But these are all projections, you know what I'm saying? These are all things that I've seen in these stories that people tell us. But I would not be surprised if this was it, if that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like so upset because he's been holding her hostage. Ain't no dude finna come around when her ex literally comes around and eats dinner and breakfast every day. And people was saying dinner, she made him breakfast. That was eggs and bacon, or waffles and bacon. That wasn't no dinner. So that means that y'all, I almost acted like my sister. But like, no, like, like, I get real comfortable with my sister, and I really let all my blackness come out. But that man, that mother, y'all know what I want to say right there. She let that son of a bitch, I swear to Jesus. But no, like, he knew what he was doing. Okay, he knew what he was doing. But also, people, so I commented, I can't believe that he let her, like, he basically held her hostage for 20 years. And people was like, yeah, but she was complicit. Okay, but we also don't know what's going on. Is he manipulating her in this situation? Like, is he like, like, you have to keep sleeping with me if you want me to help you raise the kids, if you want me to keep paying bills? Or was she just as toxic as he was? Or, I don't know. You know what I mean? But from the outside, because the daughter or the granddaughter or whoever who thought that shit was cute, because they said this gonna be me and my man in 20 years, I was like, this is goals for you? The bar's in hell.
Does she mean her ex man?
Like, right, like, because they keep getting back together. That's what she said. But she made her grandma or whoever, her mom, look stupid on the internet because she put no context. And now we're out here to, like, here we are on our own podcast talking about the how stupid this is and how fucked up it is. And then there's people out there who say that she was complicit and knows what she's doing, victim blaming. Because what is she going to do? Huh?
I think you're right about the he's with who he was cheating with, because that's, I couldn't make any sense of why this would be happening, but that makes a lot of sense because it's like the ex-wife is like staying in the life just to spite the new wife, and the new wife doesn't, like, I was like, how could he date and then marry a new bitch while doing this? Like, what kind of woman would date a dude who goes and has dinner with his ex once a week and then marry that guy? Like, nah, it's gotta be like you said, like that was who he cheated with and that's why they got divorced. But it's like a spiteful thing that she just hangs around and he's like living it up.
I didn't think it was more like spiteful. I was thinking more like socially, like, oh, he was out there swinging that thing. You know what I'm saying? But he got caught with this specific woman. So he married her. But the truth of the matter is that he doing what the fuck he want to. And she's clearly letting him, because there ain't no way that for 20 fucking years she didn't know that he was having breakfast and dinner and who knows what else over at his ex's house. It has to be there's got to be something going on there. There's a lot going on, but even still, it still stands to me that whoever posted that set their family up to look fucking dumb on the internet. And it's honestly sad because she said herself that she wants to be like that. She's this her and her man in
Oh,
20 years.
okay. What if she has a positive outlook on it? Because the reason it's happening is when they divorced, they were still raising kids together. So their way of like trying to have a good image for their kids was him coming over and having dinner with the whole family still, even though they're not together. And then they just kept doing that, and the grandkids saw it as like a cute thing their parents liked, right?
But oh, that just makes it so much more sinister. You know what I'm saying? Because they're seeing it through rose-colored glasses, but that's not a life anyone should have to live. Why on earth would I ever like that'd be like if I allowed my abusive ex to come through the house all the time. I can't even stomach thinking about him for long periods of time. You know what I'm saying? All of the people, like we were talking about men whose first love, that has to be that man's first love because why is he still in her life like that? Bitch, you moved on. You never wanted her. You were cheating on her the whole time. You're still cheating. If you ask me, him being over there is cheating on his current wife. He's a cheater. He's a horrible dude. You know, and that's his love, I bet you. And he fucked up. And that's why he's still around. He cheated. He knew she was a good woman. And all these people were just like, she's complicit. She probably didn't have a choice. You have to think they looked it old. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking like for Black people, they looked old. You know what I'm saying? So they were probably a lot older than they actually looked. And you know what that means is that she probably didn't have that many rights as a Black woman. You know what I'm saying? She probably did not have all the rights. She probably didn't have her own bank account, probably legally couldn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff didn't start coming legal until like much, much
All
later.
right, pump the brakes. It said they'd been divorced 20 years. All right.
It doesn't matter. 20 years ago was 2004.
I'm just saying she probably had like the right to a bank account and shit. So
Yeah, all right. All right. You're right. But that's her grandma.
grandma.
That's her grandma, the person who posted it. So 20 years ago, that's not mom, that's grandma. Like that's still nah. I think I'm right. I think she was born in her. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking. You rude as fuck. I know I'm right. I know I'm right on some of that because
I think
there's
you're right
no
on
way.
most of that. I'm just saying they got divorced 20 years ago. Like I don't think there was some kind of like much that kind of manipulation going on. I think
But you
it's
don't
more
even know
now.
like you will, but I guess you're right. I guess you're really right, honestly. But even still, how long were they married? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because you like FICO, like for your credit score, FICO just became a thing in 1985. So what else? You know what I'm saying? If I don't know. I don't know because think about it. The old heads just had to be like, "Hi, I'm white. I deserve to buy a house now." And the banks will give them a fucking house. And then Black people started making a lot of money and then FICO comes. Huh?
Yo, I saw a graph of I saw a
Look at
graph.
this graph.
Sorry.
Oh my god. I saw a graph of like over time the price of housing and the income people were making. And right when FICA scores came out and credit scores came out, housing skyrocketed so high. It was insane. Like that's crazy that like they were just giving white people houses basically. And then they were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Black people are starting to get in on these owning a house thing. Let's make credit scores and also jack the price of all these houses way up even more.
man, it's just frustrating. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say on that. I do see someone in here and I don't know if they're still here and I'm so sorry. I do see that someone did ask. I just saw um hey, I need some advice. How do I get over my ex? I don't know if that person is still here. I do but if they do find themselves listening or coming back, or if they're still in here, or maybe if anybody else has that question, just really quick, I want to say I don't know how to get over your ex, right? But I can tell you, I there's a reason there is an ex, you know, there's a reason they are an ex, and that
What if
reason, huh?
what if I'm the reason they're my ex?
Common denominator math. Anyway, quick math. Anyway, no, but like I feel like there's a reason that they were an ex, right? So if you are in fact the ex and you um are not the at fault party, I would write down all the things they did to you, all the things that were fucked up, all the like, even if you were the at fault party, can you see how something might be fucked up? Write down the big fights, write down what hurt, write down what they did to you. Read it out loud to yourself, read it to your friend, because you'd be surprised how much stuff you think is normal that is not fucking normal, right? Like I'd say write down all the reasons, all the big things that you remember, all the fights you remember, and all the big reasons, like because that motherfucker kept he left his socks on during relations. I don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? If write it down, read it to yourself, read it to someone else, and then never forget. Go ahead.
I think that's a great idea, even if you were the person who was the reason they left you. You know what I mean? Because it's like, think of the way you acted towards them. Like, is that your normal way you act? Like, or what was it about them that made you treat them like shit? You know what I mean? Do you want to be like that? Like, there's something inside you that is like self-destructive almost. Like you could be happy and not feeling this way and not missing your ex, but you did XYZ. Why'd you do XYZ? You know, just take some time and recollect the kind of person that you were with them. And if that's gonna work out for you in the future, you know what I mean?
I think that's honestly really awesome. And like, I don't know, this might be an opportunity for you to think about what you want. Like, you know, say, how do I want someone to see me? You know what I'm saying? Review yourself too. Like, you know, self reflect. Like, what kind of person do you want to be in a relationship and be that person? And then maybe you'd be surprised, because like if you start like, I remember, okay, this is really fucked up, but anyway, I was reading a Steve Harvey's Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, and like um that's he mentioned in there that if you ask a man what the fuck he wants or what his goals are, he will 90% of the time tell you, because I don't know why, because he doesn't care.
Don't believe Steve Harvey.
Okay, but he was right, because I asked the next person I went out with some real direct ass questions and they answered me, and that told me a lot about what I needed to know about them. And like I also kind of like realized in my unlearning journey, I guess, that like if you like, you know, the overthinkers, my overthinking crowd, right? You already know most of the responses people are going to have at you. Just blurt it out, right? Steve Harvey was like, if you just say it, it will go a lot better than you think it will, or you'll learn something and save yourself the trouble. And I was like, damn, Steve Harvey done said something. And then I was able to apply it and it worked. And it was weird. You know what I'm saying? But he also was just like, you need to manifest like what it is that you want. Do you want the strength, or do you just need someone to hold your hand there? I don't know. I can't remember all his words, but basically he was like, be the thing you want to be. And I bet you'll attract it. And I think that's like something that's beautiful, because I definitely asked the universe for you, Slappa. I'm not even kidding.
So are you saying Steve Harvey was like a OG manifestation girly?
No, he said the reason why he wrote that book is because he kept seeing these, like he wrote it because when he was becoming famous, there was a man who just had all the women. All of the women knew he was no good, and yet he still got all these women. And so one day he just straight up asked him, like, why do you do this? And he told him all this crazy shit, you know? And he started writing a book about it because he saw all those women throwing themselves at his feet, at this random dude's feet, and he wanted to just protect the other, like the young people, his own daughters, nieces, whatever, wife, sisters, like, stuff like that. He was just trying to protect. And that's why he wrote that book. And it was honestly really funny because all the dudes, all the like male podcaster, like Andrew, whatever, Andrew Tate types, the red pill podcasters, they came out and was like, Steve Harvey ain't nobody. And I can't believe he's telling people our secrets. So
Oh my!
like that said a lot to me. And that's why I even listened to half of what that book said.
Does Steve Harvey have a wife?
He does. I don't,
I don't
that's
think
pretty
I've
much
ever seen her.
probably because like what Cat Williams said, she an ugly woman.
Got a weird face, light skinned wife.
I am not even kidding. Oh my gosh. If y'all find out what Steve Harvey's wife looks like, y'all go look her up. But don't be mean, be nice. But we'll know. We'll know. Anyway, all right, guys. We're losing the plot. But it was a lot of fun. And like this is what it's all about. It's been a long day and I'm really excited to do nothing. I have a 3-day weekend, so that'll be a whole cool thing. And of course, we're going to go live on Saturday. We're going to watch a movie. I'm not sure what movie we're going to watch. I've been trying to keep it pretty relevant, but I'm not sure. We'll find out. I'm looking for Godzilla, but Toho is being real cagey about them. Anyway, alrighty, guys. I love you guys so, so much. Anything else, Suppa?
Love y'all. Have a good weekend.
Love y'all. Have a good weekend, and we'll catch y'all later.
Yeah. Hey.